Hey, Marieanne here, the Crochety Clogger. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a really short one today just to show you how to use an abacus style row counter. These can be used for crochet or knitting or any other activity in your life that you feel you need to keep track of. And if you didn't know, I do have an Etsy shop where you can find a few of these handy kind of tools. It's under the same name, the Crochety Clogger. So let's take a peek on how they can work for you. Basically, these things from here down is just, fancy schmancy, looks good stuff. And we're going to get to this little guy here in a minute. Now, I call this a multiples tracker, but don't let that scare you. I wasn't very good with multiplication when I first learned it. So most of my row counters consists of 10 beads. And as you can see, they are strung in a way that allows you to slide them one at a time to keep up with whatever you're keeping track of. If you're crocheting row 1, 2, you can go all the way up to 10. And once you've done your 10 rows or repeats or water intake or whatever, I suggest sliding them all back up again. This is just the way I do it. You can, may find your own method that works better for you. So now to be sure that I know I have done 10 rows, and because I'm too lazy to pick up the pencil and put a mark on my paper, I'm going to use this little handy gadget. I call it a multiples tracker. It can also be used as a stitch marker, of course, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach it on one side of the row counter, okay, under the very first bead. Therefore, I know that I have done 10 rows. So I'll continue with row 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on once I've done. Now, please notice that this multiples tracker will go right along with your beads, okay? So I have done now 20 rows. So as I slide them up, I'm going to remember to put it under the second bead. Okay, slide them all up again. And that's the only time you actually have to stop with your whatever it is you're keeping track of. So then I'll do 21, slide them all down as we go. And again, once I've done the 30, I'll slide it under the third bead to signify that I've done 30 rows or 30 reps in the gym or what. Well, I guess crunches could be 30. So that's how that works. Now, I'd also like to show you one of the features of this style of row counter. And I'm going to insert here a shout out to the Yarn Hag Ryan, who developed this ingenious way, or to my knowledge, she developed this ingenious way of stringing beads in order for them to stay put. So if I'm going to hold this up. I know you won't be able to see it. It's out of view. I don't know that I can get it into view. But I can shake these things all around, throw them in my bag, and they will not move, okay? They are where they are. So when I come back to my project, I see that the multiples tracker is under the second bead. So I know I've done 20. And I can see I've done 21, 22, and I've done 23. So yes, that's how my abacus style row counters work. And again, they can be used for a multitude of things. Water intake, laps around the pool, or laps around the track, or laps around the driveway, in my case, when it's too far to go to the track. So yeah, anything that you can possibly imagine, you can use them for. If you're a spiritual person, you can use them as prayer beads. So pretty much anything you can think of, they'll come in handy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to leave a thumbs up. Oops, there we go. And a visit to my Etsy shop, I hope. Thank you so much. Bye.